All right, welcome on in everyone to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Arrowhead 117 out of Illinois. Council was originally formed in 1933 as the change of name from Champaign-Urbana, and then lasted up until 1991 when it merged with Piankashaw to form Ileana 117. In the older collecting guides, the first issue here was divided into two variants, T1A and T1B. The more recent collecting guides have just merged those together as all T1s. We do have both to show you. So this is the T1A with its black border, red background, gold letters. The main differentiation between the T1A and B is the background is going to be a darker red twill on the T1B. T1A here is a gauze cloth back. Really nice, clean, classic design. And then here is an example of the T1B. In person, these do look a bit more different than they do on the camera. This is brighter and this is darker. You can also see that the later production runs a little longer, a little shorter top to bottom as far as size wise. I have in my notes that this T1B may have come in both a cloth and plastic back. We have a cloth back T1B. You can kind of see on the gauze portions of the side, again, still not coming great through on the camera, that the red is darker here than it is here. But those were the original distinctions dividing this first issue into a T1A and a T1B. They then had a TA2, TA3, which were for Philmont in 1979 and 1980. We don't happen to have those with us. But then in a similar style as the first issue came the S4. The S4 now is completely solidly sewn. It's going to add the BSA. It's going to add the fleur-de-lis. This came in two variants as well, depending on whether or not the arrowhead at the center had a horizontal stitch like this one. That's an S4A. If it was vertically stitched, that would be an S4B. We just happen to have the S4A. It does have a plastic back. But again, essentially the S4s were now updating the original T1 to add the BSA and the fleur-de-lis. And we moved from a twill patch to a solidly embroidered patch. So that's the first issues for the Arrowhead Council out of Illinois. Again, hope you have found this to be informative and entertaining. We're back every single day with brand new episodes sharing a new first CSP. Remember, you can always check out our previous episodes anytime you like, 24/7 at your convenience on the channel here on YouTube. Feel free to go back and check those past episodes. Again, if you know more information about any of the CSPs that we've shared, perhaps more about how those CSPs were created or the councils themselves, we'd love to hear that information in the comments. We've got a great crew of very knowledgeable collectors that are always adding great information so we can essentially preserve this history for all going forward. And I really appreciate everyone that contributes, especially in the comments, and also sharing the videos out, liking the videos. That really helps us to continue to grow this channel and share this wonderful scouting history with everyone. Thank you again for tuning in, making us a small part of your day. Back again tomorrow. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.